We are back with another episode of Entrepreneurs here at Live Hip Hop Daily each and every Thursday at 7 p.m. with the team Creative Visions. What's up, y'all? Woo! So today we are here with Laurencia. Hi! This is a real bossy, y'all. Like, y'all don't understand. We used to hang out at the bakery. She met me when I was like super shy and was trying and lots of this ish, right? So I have loved growing with people because I feel like you've been different in that time, and I feel like a lot of us who were going at the same time have like literally blossomed in the past 7 months. So I want you to introduce yourself first, and then we're gonna get into all of the tea that we was talking about earlier, like marketing, networking, all of that stuff.
So I'm Laurencia. I'm really like, bubbly. I'm the CEO of Art Enough, so I make coloring books. I have bookmarks, pens. I'm about to make journals, planners, and I'm about to get a Cricut machine. I'm gonna try to make some merch.
Okay.
Let's put that energy out there.
That's merch shop too.
Yeah, I'm trying. And one thing about me is I do a lot of networking and a lot of marketing, and I do empowerment as well. So on my Instagram, I don't know if you noticed, I've been doing that's how you got your first podcast person in here. I do like Instagram lives. I let people talk about their business, and I do a lot of empowerment.
Yeah, that's how we met Crystal. So from Tropical Bath Body, we have tapped in a lot. Thank you so much. I love Crystal. Hi, Crystal. Yeah, like I have been seeing you. You used to say, okay, I don't like speaking in front of people. I don't like lives. I don't like doing this. But I've seen you like literally just go for it. What's been this change? Like, what's been like, okay, look, I'm scared, but I'm going to do it anyway.
So I realized like I think everybody who's been an entrepreneur has done this. I didn't have faith in my business, like how I thought. So I had a lot of like life changes, like some bad things happened. My car went out, and I went back to work a full-time job.
Okay.
And when I went to work back a full-time job, that's like one of the kind of not biggest regrets that I had, because I messed up my flow. And I wasn't happy, and I started gaining the weight. I don't know if you can tell I lost weight, but I gained some weight back. And I'm like, no, this isn't it.
You're like, nah, I'm going backwards.
So now I'm moving forward. I'm doing like full-time entrepreneurship, but I want to start speaking on my story, because a lot of people don't know I deal with PMDD, depression, and anxiety.
Let's talk about
PMDD, I don't know if I said it on left. It's like when you argue with your boyfriend or your friend before your cycle, your hormones are imbalanced.
And it's not argue. Okay, let's be for real, because a lot of women have this. If you are one of these women where your whole personality changes, all of a sudden you're just a bitch out of nowhere, that's PMDD.
Yeah, or you can be in your room, you can be watching a movie and just start crying like you're in the movie. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it really happens, and I have no control over it. And I be like, okay, it's your PMDD, and I still be crying. It's ghetto.
I don't know.
But I've learned how to deal with that. And so I'm like, me being an entrepreneur is the best way. Like, I can protect my peace. Like, I literally can be at home on my computer, type in. If I want to go live, I'll go live. I want to do something, but I don't have to show up.
And got you. When you're not in the mood to. I understand.
But I feel like I need to share like my story more. So me going like, I'm here. I'm being on like 3 other podcasts. It's time for me to speak, so people can know about like depression, anxiety, PMDD, and anybody else with any other mental illness. They can know like how to deal with it.
Yeah. So you touched on a little bit about like how you started your coloring book, but like how did having these mental nuances, because I don't want to call them issues, because I feel like
I can say they're mental issues.
Yeah, they're issues. I deal with them. Well, I'm not calling myself mental issues, because I got the same thing. Okay, let me tell you, I really do have to warn people about my cycle, because I just know. I even, because it wasn't until I got older, like in my late 20s, when I even found out that was like a thing.
It's a thing.
Like, I thought it was just okay. I'm on my cycle. Like, I'm being a little crazy. No, it's like a real thing. So, because I'll go from being like super bubbly, super happy, to being like the saddest person you've ever seen in your entire life. And it's like, what happened? And then the next week, I'm like, oh, okay. We're back. We're just cycling through our crazy mode, right? So I think one thing that I've learned to help myself deal with that is having friends, because I can talk about it. Having bosses, having people to be like, look, why am I so down in the dumps? You like, Is it your cycle, girl? Like, it must be something going on. So I know people hate that saying, but sometimes it's like actually the problem. So like, for you, how'd you start this? Let's say that. Let's not frame the question. How did you get started?
So I started with my first book. Pull it out.
Pull it out. It's so cute. Okay, let me tell y'all, the best thing about her coloring books is that there's black people on it. Like, this is something that you don't see. There's so many children that are not represented in the coloring book world. Everybody's pink or, you know, some other color, but they're never you, and they never have your hairstyles, and this catches everybody. I know I hear it every single time you set up a vendor station. They're like, it's a black kid. Yes, representation, super matter.
We've been on some entrepreneur journeys together and like some pop-ups.
Yes, and so a few pop-ups together, good and bad.
But yeah, I started this because I wanted to raise, like, I dealt with a lot of like, I didn't have confidence when I was a kid, and it wasn't. I never felt like I was ugly. I feel like I hate to say it, I feel like it was because I was poor. Like I had Shaq. Some people had Jordans.
I
like,
feel you.
I'm
That changed your whole life. Yeah.
So like,
I used to
I'm
be
on
like,
Payless, and everybody else like, you got Shaq. So I just felt, I never felt confident. My hair wasn't done. It was just so much that I didn't have as a child. So I built this book. Really, I started with girls because I'm a girl. You know, I love the boys, but I'm a girl. And so like, I wanted to build girls' confidence. So it has like, I'm confident, I'm talented, I'm smart, and so on and so on. And it's to let them know, like, you know, you are amazing. And then everybody loved this one. So then
part two.
I made the boy one, and it's the teen one. So it has the same thing. And I'm showing y'all other pages, like I am talented and I'm organized, you know, just to let the kids know there.
Oh, look in the back.
Oh yeah, and the back has the picture.
Look, he's got a little crown. Oh my God. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's like, oh my God, representation matters so much. So, okay, talk to me about how you ended up with these characters, how all of that.
So honestly, I don't know. I guess it was God. Like, I really made one book, and I didn't think it was gonna go this far. I was at the bakery, like, you guys, I know how to price it. I have a book for $13.99. Everybody's like, coloring book for $13.99, and I was struggling. But then I realized, like, okay, let me change my prices. So I started off with one book. Everybody loved the superheroes, but that's what came to my mind when I thought about amazing kids.
Wow.
Like, you're a superhero, you're amazing. And then this one, I did a little different because it's for teens. It's a cheerleader, because girls love to cheer, like, and let them know, okay, I am enough. And it has affirmation. So I just think about what kids like and what I like, and that's how I do it.
This one's new. Hold on. y'all keep talking.
I got two, since I seen you, I got two more. So this one is Her Wealthy Vision. So this one, and we're going to work on her getting her own, you know, planner.
Yes.
So this is the entrepreneur activity book. So I made this mainly for, I talked about it on the last one I was making it, for like young adults and teens, and it has like how to chase your vision. It has like word search writing, and it has coloring. And these kind of have the same pictures because I put it for the same crowd, but they're two different concepts.
I got you. When it's like, but see, so many kids are going into entrepreneurship early, and I love it. And so the fact that you have something that's engaging for them, something that catches their eye, that will stick with them through this time, you know what I'm saying? I love your brand. I love your products. That's why I'm like, if you could tap in, I will always shout you out. So these are the new ones. She has bookmarks.
She's like, ooh.
I love these. Look, Black Girl Magic, and like,
and like, y'all, I made these like at a bakery session in like an hour on Canva. So like, I'm really good at making stuff and designing. So they're gonna get better. That's just me making it, and just like I made that quickly. Girl. So I've taken some little classes online how to like design better. So my next like collection is gonna be really great.
Not you stepping it up. I see you. I love it. I love it. Okay, this is what I love. Is because entrepreneurship is a journey, y'all. It's a journey. You are not going to end where you start. But when you start, it feels like, holy shit.
Oh, yeah, and then these. Okay, y'all, these are my last
And then, what's the last thing? Let's do one more plug.
So, I made these pens, Solari was selling these pens, but I wanted to have pens on my table. Yes. I've been selling for a low price, because I realized I don't like making these. It's a lot of work. So
then y'all need to
I'm gonna have to wholesale some pens or get some from her. Yeah, I don't like making them. It's not my thing, but the kids love them. I sold them at a fashion event, and the kids love them. So
I love that. I love that the kids are into it. I think This is the other thing. You really tap into your audience. I remember one of your big turnarounds for me was when you started having kids on your posting. When you had them saying, "I love this book." Did that help you at all with your marketing?
I'm about to get some brand ambassadors. So I'm just working. You know, when you don't know how to do stuff, you have to learn how to do it. So I'm going to do a Zoom call and get like at least probably like 10 kids and do brand ambassador. Because I want to put some money in the kids' pocket so kids can have, you know, buy what they want. So I'm going to pay them pretty good.
Okay. All right. All my mompreneurs, I need you to tap in. She has a way for your child to bring in some money for all those chicken nuggets. Okay. Like, let's start making them pay for their McDonald's meals, okay? Sell some pays, girl. I love that. No, that's really true. Because, I mean, first of all, I'm not a mom, but I am definitely a very proud auntie. And they really do eat you out of house and home. And I'd be like, oh my God, when you going back? I don't have any more snacks. They're all gone. So that's what, I love this. I love your brand. So I really want to talk about kind of what we were talking about a little bit off camera. This is your first year in business. Congratulations. Yes. I want to talk about the hard stuff. What was hard for you in your first year of business? Because I think we were just talking to Monet. I need you guys to go to my YouTube at Entrepreneur-ish Podcast on YouTube, and I need you guys to tap into my playlist and go rewatch the episode that we just had, okay? Monet was talking about a lot of different things, but she's at a different level. She's been doing this for a very, very long time. I want to talk to my ish crowd, to the people. I want them to hear firsthand what it's like to first year in business.
So what I'm realizing now is like, okay, I was back there taking notes. I'm down there like, okay.
Me too.
When she was talking about influencers, I'm like, that's what I'm about to do.
Okay.
I kind of want to do a service, but I don't.
Take your time, girl.
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a course. Because I don't like working one-on-one. I'm kind of like an introvert. I'm an artsy girl. Most of us don't really. We like people, but we don't like people, but we need to, you know.
Catch you.
Yeah, so I'd rather do a course and maybe some coaching calls where people can do it themselves and they have a question, ask me. But I actually got some leads. I'm good. I'm great at selling. I used to be a marketer. Yes. I was an indirect marketer half my life, not knowing what it was called, but I'm great at selling stuff. So, I just want to sell courses and let people do it on their own. I don't really want to work one-on-one. That's like a lot of work, and it's not my lane.
Yeah.
But I do need a service. I need a high ticket, you know.
Service, exactly. Yes, you do. Because honestly, I can't do this in Canva. Let me tell you, this not coming out in Canva. I promise you, it would be a brown little blob, and I'd be very, very upset. My niece would be like, "What is that, auntie? I don't want it." So the fact that you are like able to pull this off, full books, you are self-published, like this is huge. Like, it's absolutely huge. So I want, like, what's been challenging, because I know we talked about where you want to be, but let's talk about what you've overcome in this year.
So starting from nothing. So a lot of people are like, okay, you have to have, so I hate to say this, and I've noticed this, but I'm like an observer. I keep my mouth shut and I be in the background.
I feel you.
So many people have fake followers. Like, we just need to talk about this. Like, some people have fake followers.
Oh my God.
And I started, like, I had other business ideas. I started with like 30 followers on my business page. And I literally had to go, like, I see you do it, go get my followers, like, hey, this is my business card, this is that, this is that, this is that. And it's like, it's a lot of work.
It is.
You know, you have to go to pop-ups, networking. And I'm learning how to not have to work so hard. So, like, I'm in Facebook groups now. I'm in, like, women groups, mom groups, like, hi, my name is such and such. And I haven't paid for one, but I'm going to pay for one to post every month. Because I want to do better internet marketing. I don't want to be, like...
You don't want to be outside all the time.
I got you. That gets draining. Like,
it's like, what I've noticed now is I have to go to the right things, not everything. So that's what I started doing. It's like, look, during the week, when I'm not feeling it, or even if I'm having one of those days where my whole personality has changed, I've been like, okay, today is internet marketing. Today is pull out all the stuff that you tried to post or was about to post but said no. Let's do that. And that's when y'all see me. I'm in my room with my hat on and I'm like, okay, what's up? Because those are the days where I'm like, okay, look, I'm not going outside today, but I'm still going to make sure that y'all know who I am. I'm still going to make sure that y'all know what my podcast is. I'm still going to make sure that y'all know that I am a boss, bestie, matchmaker. We got to let you know that, okay? And that is every single day. So, I think there's a good way of pulling yourself out. When did you realize that it was time to pull yourself out of the constant shaking hands, the constant network?
I think everybody, like, I was feeling burnout at the same time. Maybe like a couple of months ago, I was like, okay, this is a lot. And then, like, a lot of times I learn, but stuff goes over my head, and then my, like, attention span is like, so I'm just like, okay, I gotta do this a different way. So I realized a couple of months ago, so I've been like figuring out how to do it.
Gotcha.
So now I'm like, my Facebook page, it only has like 30 likes, but I'm learning how to actually connect my Instagram and my Facebook and start posting on there. Then I want to start posting on YouTube, TikTok, but I'm like learning how do I internet market. And then once I learn, then I start applying it.
Because you're like, look, I can't sell in person. I'm just tired of it. Like you said, you've been doing it for a long time. When did you start doing, what you call it?
Pop-ups.
Yeah.
Might have been like, I think my first one might have been like September, and I took a break, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
You have to set up. You have to have all the products there. People walk by you, all kinds of stuff. My favorite thing about you is you never let somebody walk by you twice. I love that. She'll be like, okay, nope, you walked by twice. I know you have kids. I know you an aunt, you got somebody in your life, you got a grandson, you got somebody who needs this book. Let me show it to you.
I'm turning into a soft girl. I'm not gonna lie. I realized when I went back to work, because the job I was at is hard selling. It's like, hey, you, like, come do this, come do that. I couldn't even work right. I turned into a soft girl. So I feel like now that I've got more books and I got my setup a lot better, I'm like, hi, you have kids. I ask them if they say no. I'm just like, okay. Because I feel like I have more value of who I am, where I'm going in my product. And now I feel like people are drawing themselves over. Like my stand at first was a table and a book. It was nothing holding them up. Now I have like different tablecloths, signs. I give away free stickers for you follow me on Instagram. It's just I have stuff that attracts more versus when I had just a table and books.
Yeah. I love that. I love the growth in that. So, okay. You said you started off selling and then you did your own thing and then you took a break and you went back to the corporate world. What made you feel like you needed to go back, and then what made you feel like you had to get back out?
Money.
Okay.
Money.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, the job I was at, you can make a lot of money. Like, honestly, last year I saw, like, the biggest check I saw in 1 week was like $5,000.
Wow, yeah,
like,
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, you can make money in sales.
Yeah.
Like, sales, there's people who make 6 figures in sales. So it was like, my car broke down, how am I going to get it? I panicked thought, and I went back to work because I didn't have faith in my business. I didn't be like, okay, you got a flow going, it'll come. I panicked, and I just went back to work. And what was the other part of the question?
What made you leave?
Okay, what made me leave was like one day, I'm a bad worker, y'all. I'm a great leader, but I'm a bad worker.
I don't know.
I was just sitting with my friend. We both had the same job. We were just in the car for a long time, like one of those extended breaks. And my boss texted me like, where are you? We need to chit chat. And I'm like, this is the day. I just was over it. Like, I wasn't happy.
I got my little money. I'm
like, this ain't it. God was just like, sometimes God just tells you your spirit, this ain't it. This ain't it. You ain't happy here. You don't want to be here. And I'm not gonna waste anybody else's time with a job. Like, I'm in school now. I'm getting my MBA.
Okay.
So if I ever return to a job, it'll be Monday through Friday, and I will never ever sacrifice my weekends and my evenings because that takes away from my long-term goal. So I'll be graduating in April. Fingers crossed. I have my MBA. So a lot of people don't know that.
Okay, you need to throw something, okay? I need to come celebrate you and your growth and everything because it's hard.
It's hard.
It is very hard. I don't know, I've thrown my hands up so many times and then I'll call somebody and be like, all right, I'm having a problem today. Let's get back to how I'm going to actually do this. So I love talking to y'all about it because y'all kind of make me go, oh, it's a new idea. So, you said that you were going to help me with planners because if y'all were watching the last episode, I got some tips on how we can make this podcast pop off, all right? So that's what we're going to do, all right? And the first thing that we're going to start doing is planners. So how do you self-publish a book? Let's talk about that.
So I'm going to give y'all the basics.
Yeah.
If y'all buy my ebook, the code, what is the code? You have to look at my phone tomorrow.
It's all right.
My
Tap
brain
into
is
her
like,
page.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I put it on my page. My page is more than enough. I'll give y'all a $10 off code. But I literally, I made an ebook. I made it in like 2 or 3 days. It's 50 pages though, because I'm a great learner. I love to learn. I'm like a nerd when it comes to learning. I watched Girl Mob. I love Girl Mob. I watched the little thing by Runway, how to use AI and to make your ebook. Okay. So it's 50 pages. I designed it and made it myself, and it has like all the juice in it. But Canva is a great way. I'll give away one tip. Canva, It's a great way to make books. If you go online, go on YouTube, you can Google like how to self-publish it. I do it on KDP.
Okay.
I can't explain how to do it because you have to format it and you have to do all the like.
Okay, so that's what the
technical-
course is for. All right.
So in the book, I pretty much just talk about like how to market because everybody thinks I made a book, like she was saying. Like I made a book, but when it comes to selling, like if you're selling a low ticket item, you might be like, okay, I made 2 sales today, but you like I made $20.
Right, so you're like, I can't live off $20.
And then you got to think about you had to pay to order your author copies. So it's kind of like it's a very interesting thing. So if you make a planner, you just have to sell it, market it.
Okay.
That's the book itself is making it easy.
Okay, it's the other part.
It's the marketing.
Got you. I got you. Okay. So, what do I want to do? I was going to do a game, but I don't know if I want to do that anymore. I really want to ask you a lot about like how you have rebranded yourself because you changed your name, you changed
my logo.
Yeah, you did. You changed a lot of things. So I want to talk about that. When do you rebrand? When is the time to pivot and rebrand?
So honestly, I wanted to rebrand the first month, but no, I ain't gonna lie. I wanted, but it was like, okay, you look crazy rebranding the first month. Okay, so my old coworker, she did graphic design. I paid her $50. She did a logo, but I kind of seen like the background of the logo, like on somebody else's thing, and I was like, yeah, but I had already started using the logo, and I paid for it. So I'm like,
So you're like, all right, I'm finna
I
run
was
this
being
check up.
cheap. I could have just paid for the logo. I'm like, I paid $50 for this logo. It's gonna get used. So I used the logo. But I kind of was like, my logo, I'm going to keep that one for kids. That's like the kids logo.
Got you.
But I kind of wanted my own personal branded like logo. So, because like
Understand.
adults would be like, okay, this is my new logo.
Yeah, I was about to say, she got the shirt on.
And then my friend, I can't think her, I'm going to mess her name up, Uniquely Crafted Designs. But I'll tag her on Instagram. She made this shirt for me. And she put the, I don't know if y'all can see the back.
Let me
Turn
see
around.
it.
Yeah, I'm showing my age.
It's all right.
This is the back. It has my Instagram.
What?
So yeah, this is my
And she got a short logo too.
Yeah, I got a short logo.
Okay.
I have alternate logos.
Ah!
Yeah, I wanted to get more like luxurious feel for like the adults.
Yeah.
I thought my logo was like childish, but I work
That's
with
when you
kids,
started,
but
yeah.
I want to work with adults. So any adult products that I feel like are completely for adults, they're gonna have that new logo.
The new logo. I got you.
Yeah, and my Instagram, it had an underscore in it, but I did a video on YouTube, and I was like, follow our I did so much branding with that. I didn't want to lose anybody, so I was like, I'm gonna hold on to this, even though I know I need to drop the underscore and the numbers. But I went to a boot camp, and she told me like, you need to get rid of that underscore. I'm like, you know what? I'm holding on to that for what? So it's been a year of business, so this is my permanent name. It's not gonna change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes letting go is something that you want to talk to you about. Like, I know for me, I held on so hard to filming myself. Like I've held on so hard to doing everything myself. Like held on to it.
I was listening to our sound audio of our old video, and I was like, ooh, that was horrible.
I know, but that's because y'all.
So much going on in the back.
I'm not a technical nothing. Let me
I was
tell
like,
you
this
that.
is why she ain't make no reels. 'Cause I'm like,
Right, because how? Who was gonna rewatch it? Like, and do you see? Like, sometimes I really do be like, look, I had a podcast, okay? Was it great? It was not. But y'all listened, and I appreciate you for getting through the cracks and all the choppy edits. I'm so
What you had to do
so
is to
sorry.
learn what
But I
not to
did.
do. So now you can train
No.
somebody how to do a podcast.
All I did, y'all, is be like, look, let me get out of my own damn way. And my own way was you are not technical. You bought a camera and you have no idea what the zoom is, how to turn it on. I just turned it on.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and that was lived on level.
It's okay. We upgraded.
We have upgraded so much, y'all. So that's why when I be talking about my show now, I be talking about it. Because I be like, no, look at this. Look at this. Y'all can watch it. You can rewatch it. You can clip that.
Yeah.
There was no lights. There was nothing. I was literally rolling around the bakery with a book
supported
bag,
her,
bro. And I appreciate
This is
y'all.
again, but I support her.
This is what I'm also going to say is like my people who supported me during my rough time, I love y'all. Like, y'all don't understand. Y'all helped me be like, even though this is all I had, because we all get in our brains like, I wanted to be at this level before I was. You know what I'm saying? So I was beating myself up. I was like, oh, you're not where you need to be. No one's gonna be on your show, right? You guys tapping into my show, it was just me with terrible audio and all kinds of stuff. Was like, okay, I got something here. And everybody afterwards was like, I really loved your questions. And so then I realized that's where I shine. It's not production, okay? That is not where you shine. You shine in being the personality and asking these questions and getting people to open up about their business, their baby, their secret sad moments, whatever it is that they had. So I was like, how can I do that? And honestly, I literally prayed for all that you guys see here, and then I don't know, one day you meet the right person, and it's really just that's just how things work. That is really how things work.
Like, as much as like I used to go network like every week. As much as you don't like networking sometimes, because it's draining. It's great to meet new people, but if you do that every day or like 3 times a week, you get to the point like it's like a robot. Like, how my name is such and such.
Yep.
And you're like, I met you already, and you're like, when? Like, did you forget? Like, I did that the other day. Yes. I had networking so long, and I know who the girl was after I said it, and I was so embarrassed. Like.
Yes, I've done that so many times.
And I'm like, I can't do that no more. Exactly. Network's too hard.
Okay, I think you used to say it to me. You used to be like,
you look tired.
You're not in it today. Like, should you go home?
This was her networking.
Hi. I'm Ellie. You can't be like that. So when I started learning, I was like, Ellie, you can only go network when you feel like it.
When you feel like it.
I had to start being like, no, okay, when you feel like it. And it's okay to rest. That was another thing that I learned in my first year of business is it's okay to rest. Like, you're not failing because you're sitting at home today. Like, you can find something else to do while you're sitting at home if you really have to, but like, just because you're not outside doesn't mean your name.
And I always keep your products. I might be a little ratchet for it, but I know you know, so I always have my book bag.
She do.
And it's always books in there. It's bookmarks, it's pens. And, you know, I'm going to give you my business card and be like, yeah, if you want to buy a book now, it's in my book bag.
See?
So, like, if you're a struggling entrepreneur, you'd be like, my online sales ain't it? Because my online sales is not it. I'm learning how to get them it. But a lot of my sales come on Amazon, my website. I'm kind of questioning why I'm paying for it right now.
Yeah.
But,
okay, well.
Keep your stuff, keep your products. Keep your products in your book bag because you never know who might want to just buy from you right then and there. And people can actually see your products versus, you know.
Yeah, I think I'm an in-person person. That's what I've learned about myself is that me being me online don't work. I don't know why I get in my head about it. I be trying to present like the most perfect version.
Well, I actually like being online now. It's weird. Like now that I've been like at first I was like I don't know what to do for content, but now that I've tapped into content, I actually like making content.
It's actually easier to content than it is to network. And
like, I'll be on there like, hi, everybody, coloring books. It's like, it's so simple. I mean, it doesn't produce sales like how I wanted to do, but you show up. It's not hard. You don't got to leave out your house all the time. You can make batch content, like make 20, like I have like 20 things in the Girl Mom Museum in my phone that I'm going to post within the next week. It's just much simpler.
Yeah, I think we be in our heads.
We be in our heads.
Yeah, that's really what it is. I know for me, when I just started getting on live with y'all, that's when things changed. Because I used to never want to get on live. Now I don't care if y'all watch now or later. It's going up. Okay. I think that's the other thing for me is like I used to be like super view oriented. And now I'm like, if somebody watched and somebody commented and somebody tapped in, you did fantastic. And then, yeah, like for real, because honestly, sometimes we are really trying to be like, you didn't make your $10,000 in sales today. And then it makes you want to quit. But it's also like, what did you actually accomplish today?
So
let's be proud about
faith.
that.
Like I want to talk about that. Like one thing I've learned as an entrepreneur is like faith. You have to have faith and you have to have patience. And like God is teaching me patience. Like Art Enough and Laurentia are two different people. Yeah. Laurentia is like, I call my friends like, rah, and I'm thankful for my friends because like I know I get on their nerves. Like my friends who I call all the time, I love y'all. Like, but like I learned being an entrepreneur, like entrepreneur me and like the old me is two different people because I learned I gotta have patience, I gotta have faith. I've learned how to protect my business reputation. Like I don't go off or get mad and stuff. Like, if it's just something about me, I'm gonna go off. Right. So it's like my business. It's like no, you can't be like that because you have to think about your business reputation and where you're going. It's like kind of weird. You start caring about your business more than you care about yourself sometimes. I don't know if you feel like that. Yeah. Like you're like okay, entrepreneur.
Let me tell you, I lost Ellie for a minute.
You lose yourself.
Ellie actually was not here. It was Elia. It was Elia all day, night long, okay? And then I had to start going, look, you need to feed yourself, because if you're pouring from an empty place, you're just giving empty. So that was when I started going, okay, what do you like to do, Ellie? Not networking. Besides that, what do you like to do? So that was another reason why I started having Bossy meetups instead of calling them networks, because I want y'all to like come hang out. These are not networking events. Anything that y'all see that says Bossy is for y'all to stop doing networking. It's for y'all to like, literally, let's come sit. Because honestly, if this is your business, you're gonna talk about it anyway. You're gonna talk about it anyway. But at least in this space, it's like, look, I'm chilling. I'm not trying to sell it to you. It makes it easier. It's more like, okay, what do you do? That's a question I can ask. But when it's in a very networking, like, what do you do? And you're like, okay, well, I am a podcast producer and host. Right. Makes you like change your voice. But when it's like, okay, I'm having drinks, I'm hanging out.
So
like,
I got my last event I just went to.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly got it at my friend's house. At her 4th of July party, I was drinking. And I was like, yeah, we were talking. I was like, I make coloring books. He's like, oh, well, I do kids' fashion shows. I'm like, well, I'm kind of drunk right now. Well, here's my information. We got your Instagram.
See? And then y'all tapped in and everything.
Right. But it wasn't, I was like, kind of like, dang, I shouldn't be like networking like this. But I feel like people really see what you have, and you keep showing up online. People see like your website, you're professional. Then, you know, they'll check you out and be like, okay, this is actually good. So I believe it's about the back end work and always looking good on the back end beside, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So one thing Liz told me is that she said that if you go overseas, they get you drunk on purpose. They want to see you, like, and how you handle yourself in the worst kind of things. I feel like it's the same way at corporate events. When they take you drinking, they want to see, like, can you hold your liquor? Are you sloppy? Or can you get drunk and still be able to hold a conversation? I feel like that is, it's just a value. Like, it's something that you're going to have to be able to do. Because I know for me, if I'm drunk, I will still tell you about my podcast. I'm still going to make it seem like the best thing that we got to talk about. Might even sober up a little bit. Like, it might be like, okay, wait a minute. We're going to talk. Put this drink down. Wait a minute. You want to talk about podcasts? Okay, let's do this. Like, I think for me, it just, I like to be comfortable. If I'm going to really, really talk about my business, and for you to really feel how I feel about my business, it needs to be comfortable. If I feel like I'm putting on a show, you're going to get the show version. But if it's just me and you talking, like we've done so many times, you guys get to see the real me. Yeah, I have flaws. I got stuff going on. But look, we made it happen. Like, no, I don't know how to use my camera, but I got one. No, I have no idea how to get more views, but I'm going to keep posting every day. Like, and then I think that's where I found like the people who I'm really tapping with the most, honestly, is because we were vulnerable together. We got to have that moment of, look, girl, like, I actually don't know how to market. I be trying.
That's why I like empowering entrepreneurs. I like empowering people who are underneath me because I was there once and I'm still like growing. But I can't show you how to get 20K followers, but I can show you how to get people to get real followers, people who actually support you. Like I only have 1,000 followers yet, but all my followers, I feel like they're loyal, they support, and they're people who I want to talk to versus me having a whole bunch of followers and I don't even like, they're not. Here's
my thing that I've learned about followers is like, the most lit people are not on Instagram. I promise you. they just really not. And if they are on Instagram, they have 200 followers. And you'd be like, well, you know what? You actually talking about you made $1 million and you have 200 people following you. What is happening? But what I've learned is some people can just get attention. I think, and then some people are buying all their followers. Like, that's real.
It's real.
That's actually very, very real. But like I said, for me, like I said, if I'm reaching one person, okay, there's a million more like that person.
You're gonna be genuine followers.
I'd much rather be like, look, my page only has 500, but see, I know I probably handshook all 500 of those followers. Like, and I know they actually watch me, and I know they actually tap in. I know they actually have been on the show, been a part of it, made an ad, did something with me. So I feel like that's better than having 6 million people follow you and you can't sell a t-shirt, because we've seen that too. It's a lot of influencers who tap in with brands and they get knocked off because they can't sell anything. So yeah, that's, ooh. That's a big one.
Look, we didn't want to.
That's a big one. Yeah, I was like, look, let me tell you. I think, what's another pet peeve of being an entrepreneur that you found in this first year?
The fake followers, but that bothers me.
Ooh.
And let me see what else really bothers me. Bad coaches. Because I feel like a lot of people, I realize a lot of people, like I've seen it happen, I haven't said anything, but I feel like a lot of coaches are narcissists in a way.
Ooh.
Like,
Okay,
that's
let's
such a big
talk
word
about
to
it.
pull out, but
No, let's talk about it. Come on,
I've seen it
finish.
happen where a lot of people, like the coaches, they say they're pouring into people, but it's really for themselves. And it's like, is it for you? Or, you know, and you have all these, there's a lot, especially in Atlanta, everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Like, that's just the thing now. And you have all these people coming, like, oh, they're desperate. Like, I want to be an entrepreneur. So they're looking at the top entrepreneur, like, I'm going to go do this because this person did that. And that person isn't really genuinely trying to help them. They're trying to make money. And a lot of stuff is fake. People are renting fake stuff, buying fake stuff. You know, you can buy a fake shopping bag and go like this and be like, oh, look at me. But it's fake. Like, I'm just being real, it's fake. So that bothers me, like narcissism and fake, like coaches.
That, for me, that is one thing that I have realized. The more you network and the more you meet the people that you want to meet, like the more, okay, you got to network so you can get in the rooms with the people that you want to meet, right? But it also gets rid of that Wizard of Oz effect, right? Okay, there is a tiny man in behind this curtain. Like, it is not this giant, all-knowing being. It's not. Like, it's a tiny man behind the curtain, and it helps me realize, okay, you can do it. Like, it's fine. This is just a person just like you are. They have just learned how to put this facade up. But I also said, I don't want to be a facade. I want, when you pull back that curtain, you're actually going to see a pile of gold. You're not going to see, you know, a pile of trash. Like, I want you to actually get something about tapping in with
you. I'm like, I know you were talking like one time, like, I'm not the girl for hair. Like, it's just, it's the best I can do. Like, my leg, like, that's not me. But, you know, I like when people are like, you're yourself. You're like, okay, I'm here with a hat on. This is me. You see all these girls with long nails, makeup on. Like, we compete with that in Atlanta. So it's like, you feel like, am I enough? Like, am I enough? Like, my eyebrows ain't done today. My wig might be a little cricket. And you're looking at the next person like, I don't think I should go. Have you ever not went somewhere because of that? Like, that happens to me.
Girl, okay, let me tell y'all. I have one story which is hilarious, but it's not funny. Okay, so when I first got laid off, my whole life changed because I went from making six figures to nothing. So imagine, just literally imagine, and I still had a six-figure lifestyle to pay for it. Okay. Really? So this was one of those things where I was like, okay, I got to keep this facade, right? So even when I didn't have the money, I'm still going to the nail salon. Like, even if I didn't have, like, whatever I thought I needed, right? If I didn't have the clothes, I was still going to be like, okay, let me borrow this from my friend, and then we're going to wear that, or we're going to put, let me grab her designer bag real quick so I have this picture, right? You do this stuff. When I realized that I got more traction when I had no nails, I really didn't have that much makeup on, and I was just chilling. I got more people tapping in, more comments and everything. I was like, oh, I don't need it. Once you have that moment where you're like, okay, I actually really don't need all of this. All of this is extra. Y'all, I will peel all of these off in 2 seconds because it doesn't matter. Y'all are listening to me. Like, it has nothing to do with this. All of this is extra. Like, this is extra. Y'all can't see my leave out right now, but that's why we have a hat. Like, this is what we do, because I was like, I used to not, like, there's so many times I turned around from the bakery because I literally lost a nail, or I literally, like, was like, my hair's not done, or I'm not sure about this outfit.
Girl,
like,
one day I came in here with a hood on and a hat, and I looked so out of
I mean, but see, here's the thing. I'm here.
I'm like, it is what it is.
But do you know how much that does? Like, what I've seen people say about me from just showing up as me, with or without the nails, with or without the hair done, with or without the makeup, they've been like, okay, I know she's participating. Like, I know she's here for her. Like, it's not an image thing. It's not to take a picture. It's not for that. She's here to promote something that she really believes in. And people tap in. People watch my videos whether or not I have nails on or not. People watch my videos regardless. So I was like, I'm, like you said, I am enough. Like, I love that. I love that you got to a point where you're like, I'm in a hoodie. That happens. I do understand some people have brands. Like, some people live off their brands. Like, that is their bread and butter. But I knew if that was not a facade I could keep, I wasn't going to start. So I was like, look,
See, I started
I'm
off
okay with
opposite. I just didn't care, but I realized I had to care.
You gotta care a little bit.
I had to care, but then I kind of got too deep into caring. I'm like, okay, get a balance.
See, that was my thing. When you got, okay, one thing that I'm going to say that I've learned in my time is that you can't let yourself stop yourself. You showing up with no nails is fine. No one's going to say anything unless you say something. No one notices that pimple. No one notices that your lipstick's off. No one notices that your wig is tilted until you say something. Here's what I also said to people. If you have something to say, unless you're going to fix it, leave me the fuck alone.
And that's
really it.
So me saying that, they're going to be like, that's Laurencia.
Oh, okay.
So Art Enough can't say that. Art Enough is a woman empowerment. So I have to just be like,
I got you. I'm like, okay. My thing is like, look, you either are for me or you're not. And that's why I also said I'm going to curse in my podcast because I curse in real life. Like, I was like, y'all are going to get me because I can keep that up. I can keep that up. Me trying to keep up a facade of like this super perfect person, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. So I will always say the more you're yourself, the more people are actually going to tap into you because you seem real. People like real. People like obtainable. People like they like real people. That's just really what it is. That's really what it is. Okay, so I wanted to do like a little game, but it's a little bit more complicated than what we have time for. So let's talk about what is your favorite coloring book and why, and then I want to know what your favorite affirmation is that you have in here too.
Okay, so this is my favorite book. Okay,
it?
my best seller in my heart is this.
We're not saying bestseller. We're saying your favorite.
But this one, okay. So like really these two, but I'm gonna say this one.
Talk about it.
Because I had a real debate. This one is my favorite because like a lot of people don't know. Like I don't draw. I draw. Like I can draw a little bit, but I'm not Picasso.
Wow.
And I don't have time. I'm getting older. I'm already in school. So I just do a lot of self-learning how to draw. I actually colored this book cover.
Wow.
So like these books, I paid an illustrator to make the cover and the back. But this one, I actually took the picture out of this book. Let me show y'all.
Let's see.
Like,
let's see the process.
Well, I gotta find a picture somewhere in here. It ain't my
It's alright.
Whenever I find it, I took a picture out of this book, and I just decided like this is gonna hear this. So I took a picture of this book, and I was like, this is going to be the cover for this book.
Okay.
Because all the adults was like, they like this stuff. So I went on Procreate, which I love.
Okay.
I colored the whole picture. I went on Canva. I made the cover. I put the backs on there, I put the logo, and I did this. And if you look at this versus this, you can kind of tell I put a little bit more of my stuff into it.
I see it. I was about to say, you was like, look, I do more than this.
Yeah, because when I seen Wealthy Vision, I seen money, but I saw what I saw in my head. And so I put like the words on the bags, I did the texture. So I'm getting better at creating my own stuff. Like I said, I made those bookmarks.
Yes.
So I'm learning.
You're like, look, okay, I am a creative.
My favorite affirmation.
Yeah, what's your favorite affirmation?
Another one.
Because my favorite affirmation right now is everything is going to work out in your favor.
So I'll let you guys hear my affirmation.
I think that is that's my biggest thing right now is everything's going to work out in your favor. I literally will say that over and over and over again until I actually believe it. I think that's the only way affirmations actually work. I think people leave that out when they teach you about how to manifest things. You got to say it until you believe it and then do that 3 times 3 or that 9 by whatever they have going on. You cannot just say it 9 times and it comes true. That's not what happens. That's not what happens. You got to feel it in the depths of your soul and be crying and be like, I am more than enough. All right, there we go. Okay, I actually believe it. So now I'm going to say it 3 times.
So this is my automation. When I wake up, my friends laugh at me.
No,
but when
why?
Because it's the most, because I'm extra.
Mine says "Good morning, gorgeous" on my alarm clock. That's what it
put it by the microphone. Okay, so this is what it says. I don't know if everybody can hear it.
Good morning, beautiful butterfly. It's time to. Good morning, beautiful butterfly. It's time to spread your wings and fly.
Oh.
Wake up and be a powerful fucking woman. Never doubt yourself and your chosen purpose. God gave you the power to think positive and create a passionate and wonderful life. Laurencia, your life is filled with abundance and prosperity. Happiness is your birthright and your spirit will naturally glow and radiate love. You have the power to create the life you want by simply being disciplined, motivated, and consistent. Create healthy habits that will build you into the best version of you. Thank God for watching over you every day. Let's make today an amazing day.
And then I play Trent Shelton podcast because I don't like getting up in the morning.
Okay.
So, it motivates me to actually get up. So
I feel you.
every morning, that's what I listen to get up.
It's beautiful. How'd you make that? That's kind of cool.
So
I was like, I want to do one.
the short answer is you go on automations on your phone, and you click add automations, and then you click like when my alarm is stopped, and then you just click like speak text. So you can put music, you can put whatever you want on there. And you gotta spell your name weird. Like my name is LAWRENCIA. I spelled it LAWRENSEEA.
Oh, I got you. I do not know how they're gonna do LEL yet.
Yeah, spell your name weird so they can pronounce it.
But I'm definitely gonna set up some automations. That is absolutely beautiful. I think sometimes I realize that my affirmations have to start with you. Like I have to talk to myself first, and then I start saying I. So I do like that you had it say your name. So you're like, okay, it's addressing me. This isn't just random words. We're talking to me. I love that. Do you have any other tips for anybody who's just getting started in their first year that you want to give them?
Just not to give up.
Okay. That's what the show's about.
Not to give up, because you're gonna want to give up, and have complete faith in yourself. Like, because if you don't have faith in yourself, you're gonna give up. It's just that simple.
That's it. And you are gonna want to give up.
And pray. Make sure y'all pray, because I pray. I be like, God, every day, just get me through this day. Pray. So faith, prayer, and believing in yourself and not giving up.
I like that. So something I've learned from my bosses is that they normally say, God, go before me in this room, before this podcast, before this phone call, before this whatever it is. I'm going to suggest y'all start doing that because that has definitely been the life changer for me. It's because then I know I'm already supposed to be in that room. I'm already supposed to have this phone call. The best thing that's going to come out of this is going to happen. Last but not least, what is your bossy habit? So bossies are boss besties, and I know I appreciate you guys because y'all have been using it on your pages and everything. I love that bossies is like getting out than more than just my page. So what is your boss bestie habit? How do you stay a boss and how do you stay a bestie?
I actually cut my friends down.
Okay.
And I realized I didn't have to give a whole speech to cut my friends down. Like I used to be that girl to be like, I don't want to be your friend because you did this and that and that. I learned about silently quitting your friends.
Okay.
I learned about it. You don't have to say anything. You can just do it and distance yourself. So now I have a smaller like circle of friends, and I feel like they're more quality of friends. So I just cut my friends down and learn how to actually have quality friends versus quantity of friends.
Got you.
So just spending more time with my friends that I have and keeping it small.
I got you.
Protecting myself.
Spending time. I like that. That's a big one. I think for me, I was more like Monet, where I would push everybody away. I never had that many friends.
I like that though.
I'd be like, you know me, but you don't know me. And it took me a very long time to get to a point where it was like, nah, you can let some people in. But I like that you said that it doesn't have to be everybody in. It can just be a core quality group of people.
Yeah, I was the opposite. Like, I'm the most bubbliest, friendliest person. We're both Cancers, best friends.
Yeah, I know.
Like, but I'm the opposite. So I'm learning.
You're July Cancer though, right?
Yeah.
So that's the difference. My sister is just like you.
I'm like,
My sister is just like you. She has a million friends, and I'd be like, I don't know what side of the crab you got, but
they're not quality. So I'm learning how to develop quality friendships.
Okay, I like that. Okay, well, shout out everything that you have going on, any sales you got going on, whatever. This is your time. Tell the world.
So, www.hardenough.com. The sale I have right now, if you put in the word parent, because I'm going to be in the Facebook groups, you get 20% off everything that's online. I currently don't have the flip through pages, so you can't see every page on my website, but I'm going to have it on there by tomorrow. Okay. If you go on Amazon, you can preview my book as well. Amazon has free shipping, and I have free shipping over $30.
Okay, that's awesome. And they can find all of that in your bio? Okay.
Yep.
All right, so you guys tap in. All my mommies, tap in. You guys, all the people who have any young people in their lives that they want to empower, this is where you can do it. And this is where you can support a local brand, a local Atlanta Black brand, okay? And you can help out another bossy, all right? So we are going to hype up Laurentia all month long, okay? That is my gift to you, is I'm going to talk about each and every one of your products every single episode. So
Thank you.
that is going to be what we're going to do.
Oh, and I'm gonna do a giveaway. So
Okay.
I'm gonna let her determine because I know she's gonna be like answer a question, and then I'll send you guys a coupon code to get any free book that you want, including the
Okay.
ebook. So
We're
whatever
gonna
book-
talk off camera about what I think the question should be this week, but y'all need to tap in. Like if you got somebody, school just started back, okay? I know y'all need all of these, okay?
So whatever you
I
want,
need all
you
of
get.
these. All right, thank you so much for being on the show again. Y'all watch season 5, okay? Y'all go back and hear all the crackles, and y'all go back and watch me cut everything very terribly, and you talk to me. Tell me everything that was wrong with it, okay? I don't even care. Thanks for watching, all right? And thank you guys again. Shout out to Live Hip Hop Daily for having me each and every Thursday at 7. And shout out to Creative Visions for helping me in my production. I appreciate y'all. We have come a long way from Crackly Sound, all right? You can get clips this time. And I appreciate you guys. Again, tap in each and every Thursday at 7 to Entrepreneur-ish. And you can find me at entrepreneur.ish.podcast. And if you are looking for a boss bestie yourself and you want to get matched, I am doing it free for the month of August, okay? So y'all tap in. Y'all come let me know if I'm doing a good or bad job. I want to hear all of it. If you are ready to meet the Gail to your Oprah, this is where you go. And that is at Boss Besties Matchmaker. And you can see that on all of my pages all week long. All right, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.